White House caught off guard, Princess Leonor's bold message to Donald Trump. An unexpected royal visit, a private conversation behind closed doors, and one bold message from Princess Leonor to Donald Trump that left the White House stunned. What did she say, and why now? In a moment that no one on either side of the Atlantic saw coming, Her Royal Highness Princess Leonor of Spain visited Washington, D.C. for a diplomatic engagement, and privately met with former U.S. President Donald Trump. The visit, already highly sensitive, took a dramatic turn when Leonor delivered a message so direct, so unexpected, that it reportedly caught senior White House figures off guard. Today, we break down the real story behind this stunning meeting, what was said during the one-on-one exchange with Donald Trump, and why this moment may be the beginning of a new global chapter in Princess Leonor's rising royal future. 1. The unexpected visit. On the surface, Princess Leonor's visit to the U.S. was framed as a cultural exchange, a stop at the Library of Congress, an address at a youth diplomacy forum, and a private dinner hosted by the Spanish embassy. But what wasn't publicly announced, at least not until it was already happening, was a private detour to a high-security location just a few blocks from the White House. Inside, waiting for her, was former U.S. President Donald Trump. According to 3 separate diplomatic sources, the meeting was arranged quietly between Spanish and American officials. It was not a political summit, but a private discussion between a future monarch and a former head of state. No press. No photo op. Just the two of them, seated face to face behind closed doors. 2. Donald Trump's team reacts. According to U.S. aides close to Trump, the meeting was intended to be brief, symbolic, and courteous. A mutual greeting of respect between two powerful families with strong historical ties. But Leonor came prepared for more than just diplomacy. When she entered the room, sources say she greeted Trump warmly but with unmistakable confidence. She began by acknowledging the significance of U.S.-Spain relations, and then, to everyone's surprise, shifted the tone of the conversation entirely. She reportedly delivered a personal message regarding the importance of leadership in divided times, the responsibility young public figures carry in the global spotlight, and the need for respectful cooperation between nations, regardless of politics or party. Her words, though calm and respectful, were described by one official as incredibly bold for someone her age. 3. The bold message. According to a high-level interpreter present in the room, Leonor said the following. Greater than, in today's world, strength is not in volume but in values. The leaders of tomorrow, whether royal or elected, must know when to listen, when to unify, and when to lead by example, not by fear. She then reportedly looked directly at Trump and added, greater than, I have learned from my father, the king, that silence in the face of division is also a choice. And I will not choose silence. The room went completely quiet. Trump, known for his commanding presence, reportedly leaned back in his chair and simply said, I respect that. That was the end of the message, but it was enough to echo beyond the room. 4. The White House and global reaction. Even though Trump is now president, the meeting quickly reached White House ears. Senior figures in Washington were briefed by diplomatic staff within the hour. One senior U.S. official, speaking off record, said, greater than, this wasn't a political statement. It was a generational one. She wasn't criticizing, she was claiming space. Spanish officials, including Queen Letizia and King Felipe, were notified immediately. Queen Letizia reportedly said she was deeply proud of her daughter's composure and conviction. International media picked up the story within 24 hours. Headlines from El País, The Washington Post, Le Monde, and The Guardian all ran variations of greater than. Leonor's message to Trump shocks diplomatic circles. Social media exploded. Within hours, connected to Leonor and Trump began trending worldwide. Videos analyzing her words racked up millions of views. And the overwhelming response, respect. Many called her the future of royal diplomacy. Others said it was the moment Leonor truly stepped into leadership. 5. What this means for Leonor's future. This visit has changed everything. It's no longer just about Princess Leonor being a quiet successor to the throne. She is now being seen as a confident, international figure, capable of engaging with global leaders and expressing clear values without stepping into political chaos. Her message was not partisan. It wasn't scripted. It was personal, powerful, and purposeful. Royal watchers say this will now be a turning point in how Leonor is viewed, not just in Spain, but across Europe and even the United States. At just 18, she has delivered one of the most daring royal statements in recent memory, without a press team, without a stage, and without fear. One bold message, one moment behind closed doors. And suddenly, Princess Leonor is no longer just a future queen, she's a voice for a generation. What do you think about what Leonor said to Donald Trump? Was it brave, necessary, or too bold for royalty? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. This is only the beginning of her global rise. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.